In the previous video, we talked about worksheet number 1 of our accountability roundtable, and that is, do you have the right seats around the table? Look at that first if you haven't yet. But now we want to take it one step further and we talk about, are the people around the table doing the right things? Hello startup CEOs, we were working on maximizing accountability in your startup teams. That means that you can really properly delegate all these responsibilities down and rely on people actually delivering the results that you need. In the previous video, we talked about worksheet number 1 of our accountability roundtable, and that is, do you have the right seats around the table? Look at that first if you haven't yet. But now we want to take it one step further and we talk about, are the people around the table doing the right things? I'm Roland Siebelink, I'm a scale-up ally for tech founders. That means I help startups like yours keep growing while also keeping its culture. The right things. What are the right things? Well, I like to really keep it simple. Most people like to draw up an enormous laundry list of all the things that they are responsible for, thereby making it much less risky if they miss a target or two. That's what you do not want. You want to make sure that they have a very clear focused target. In line with Peter Thiel at PayPal in those days, everyone's responsible for just one thing. What is that one thing? Well, I like to phrase it as follows. Turn X into Y by Z. It's a very simple formula that talks about input, output, and throughput. So turn X, the input, into Y, the output, by Z, that's the throughput or the process that you do. And that's all I need to know about every department. Let's take marketing as an example. Turn product excitement into qualified leads by campaigning. If they don't have product excitement as an input, very hard to do proper marketing. If they do not produce qualified leads as an output, they do not really have a reason to exist in a B2B startup, right? And then what they do it is by campaigning. So that's basically just the best practice, common way of doing it. If they find another way, that's fine. But this is to focus the internal team in marketing on what their key activity is. That's all we need to do. Now, every department should have this turn into by statement. We have a blank version where everyone can come up with their own, or you can take our suggested version that is optimized for B2B software startups, and for each of the common functions in there we already have statements available. If you have a function that you do not have a statement for, we have an even bigger library. Just contact us, reach out and ask us what would be a typical turn X into Y by Z statement for your function of compliance or legal or security or whatever other function you may have around the leadership table. Got it? That is all you need to do to make sure that everyone around the table is extremely focused on the right thing. That was number 2 of our accountability roundtable worksheets. In number 3, we will talk about the dependencies. Are the handovers between those departments also right? I'll talk to you then.